In 1490, when we discovered Columbus floating around lost in the Caribbean, and we nursed him back to health and gave him some fresh water and some bananas and some Havana cigars, and we sent him home. But there were approximately 20 million native people here in the United States. Well, 400 years later, in the late 1800s, there were only 230,000 native people left. So from 20 million to 200,000 in 400 years is one of the greatest examples of ethnic cleansing or cultural genocide in the history of the world. So right here in the United States, all of that took place. So for our people, Christianity has not been good news. So the way the gospel came to our people is you're sinners, you're involved in paganism and witchcraft, and you worship demons, and your drums are of the devil, your dances are of the devil. So when you become a Christian, you should cut your hair, learn the piano, learn the guitar, stop your dancing, so you can be good Christians. And along with that, learn our language, and et cetera, et cetera. So Christianity has never been good news. So it's sort of out of that context that I came to faith. And so for me, it's been a journey of what does it mean to be fully cultural and fully Christian? Or in my instance, what does it mean to be fully Lakota and to be fully Christian? So it's been an interesting journey for me. And so during that time, I pastored, my wife and I, we pastored an all-white church in Vancouver, Washington. So it's sort of like I hate white people, but now that I'm a Christian, what do I do with that? And after all, if you look at Jesus in the coloring books, he's a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan. So if I hate white people, that's like a big problem for me right off the bat. So anyway, God has done a work in my heart. So when I'm talking this morning, I'm not mad, I'm not angry, but we'll be joking around a little bit about native people and white people and all of that. But the reality is we have all been joined together in one family as the household of faith under the lordship of Jesus Christ. Can you say amen? So that's who we are. And among the Lakota people, we have a term, tioshpaye, which means extended family. And so when we would greet to one another in a formal context like this, we would say, mitakuye oyas-i, which means all of my relatives or all of my relations. So as I look around, you are all of my nieces and my nephews, and I may have a few cousins here. But because of what God has done for us through Jesus Christ, we become his extended family in the earth. Regardless of the language we speak, the music we like, the clothes we wear, all of that stuff, if we know Jesus, we've come to know, experience what it means to be translated out of the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of his dear Son, and we become his family, the extension of the kingdom of heaven on earth. So when Jesus said to his disciples, pray that the kingdom of heaven would come to earth just like it is in heaven, the only way it gets from there to here is through you, right? So we is the church. And the church is the instrument by and through which God establishes the kingdom, coming out of the context of our rapidly, increasingly pluralistic, multicultural world.